Hello, I'm Jonny Smith from the Late Break Show.
I'm Richard Porter from Sniff Petrol. Together, we are Smith and Sniff.
Yes, you join us here at the First Glance Paddock, and this is a chance to see cars that have either just come out or are about to come out for the first time.
Just a glance. It's a bit quiet here in the paddock at the moment because all the cars are about to go up the hill. So we're going to go to the staging area and show you some of the new things. We just need your hat and 2 stick mics.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Right then, we're on
Grid time.
the start line. We've gone stick mic, so you know we're roving. And the first car that's going to go up the hill from this first glance pack is over there. We're not allowed to go over to it because it's in the tyre warming area. That is the BMW Vision driving experience. It's a sort of test bed for technology. The design of it on the outside is sort of what the next 3 Series and M3 is going to look like, but amped up a bit. And underneath, it's all electric. It has 4 motors. The headline is it can make over 13,000 pound-feet of torque.
I've seen that it's broken the internet lately by climbing ski ramps and things.
I fear it's going to break the Earth itself. If that really guns it off the line now, the whole planet will spin backwards like in Superman. So let's hope they've got it turned down a little bit. A few other tricksy things about it. It's ground effect. It can suck itself to the ground, create 1,000 kilos of downforce just with fans. And it's got light up wheels. They go green when it's accelerating, blue when it's regen braking and all that sort of stuff. So
I had a close look at it as it was coming in, and I have to say the surfacing and the design language.
Surfacing?
I haven't said anything complimentary about BMW surfacing and design language for a really long time, but that has so many really beautiful features on it. I'm really pleased. If that's what the new 3 Series and the like will look like, I'm happy.
Yeah. Now, confusingly, this is first glance, but in between that BMW Vision Express or whatever it's called, there are some motorcycles that are going to go up.
Yeah, there's some modified Royal Enfield, just there's some customised Royal Enfields, and I haven't got any information on them, but I absolutely love them. They are raw, they're visceral. That one in the middle is deafening on the slick.
We're moving slowly away before they start because they're really.
And this
really
one
loud.
here looks like, I don't know, like a sunfish in motorcycle form. Have you seen a sunfish?
It's called the Kingsman.
I know, it's fantastic.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
No,
moving away from
it's
those.
It's nothing like this car here.
No, it is in fact the polar opposite of this car here.
Yeah.
This is the Xpeng P7 Plus. Confusingly, nothing much to do with the Xpeng P7, just P7, which sort of looks a bit like this, but has fancy doors that do that. This doesn't. The doors open normally.
Yeah.
The headline with this, it's electric. It's from China.
Yeah.
But it's also apparently an AI-powered car. Other cars lining up over here. Should we go for a wander?
Right, we've just found another Xpeng. It's about to go out onto the grid. This one's called the G6. There's a song that you might know.
Fly like a G6.
That. But also there was a Pontiac G6. It's a Genesis-looking SUV, electric with 300-something mile range.
Would it be terribly rude to say I'm not interested in that? Because this is the new M2 CS. It's up to 523 horsepower. If you go for all the carbon bits, it's 30 kilos lighter than the standard M2, still 1,700 kilos, so it's a bit of a tubser. But it's got the drift analyzer now from the M3 and the M4, 8mm lower suspension. It's going to cost about £87,000. Now the CSs are generally the dead good versions of M cars. The last M5 CS, fabulous. Yeah. The old M2 CS was so good, my colleagues at Evo magazine made it their car of the year in 2020. So this has the makings of something really excellent. On sale soon, limited numbers, just under 87 grand. Funny thing about this, did you know this very Germanic BMW M car is made in Mexico?
Is it?
Yeah, all 2 Series, including the M2s, built in the BMW plant in Mexico.
I did not know that.
Weird fact. Just
so behind us is another CS. This is an M3 CS Touring with some exposed carbon on the bonnet and the mirrors.
So and then one of the slight surprises of this year's Festival of Speed. This is an MG, sort of. You may remember many years ago, MG was bought by SAIC, the Chinese company.
Yes.
SAIC has other makes of car. One of them, in China, quite new, is called IM. It stands for Intelligent Mobility. And this is one of the cars they sell there, the IM5. So MG have brought this along, I think, sort of to go, yeah, we might sell this. We might sell IMs as a slightly sort of posher version of MG.
I think the Olympic cyclist Victoria Pendleton's in the passenger seat, but I'm not
Really?
sure enough to go and ask her because I'm too scared. So, but I think it is her.
Okay, interesting. Victoria Pendleton, the Olympic cyclist, won't come as standard on this, but what you will get is a whacking great 100 kilowatt hour battery. So this thing will do getting close to 500 miles claimed range, which is fairly impressive, I suppose. What have we got here?
Well, this was here. I'm sure we saw this run up the hill for the first time last year.
We did.
It's the MG4 EX Extreme version with fantastic wheel trims.
It's really a sort of zany Metro 6R4 inspired body kit on a MG4 X-Power. We did see it last year.
However,
we also saw this last year. This is the Defender Octa.
Yeah.
The sort of hardcore version of the Defender. You can tell it, because it's got bigger arches, chunky wheels, and this Octa badge. Octa is to do with diamonds, apparently. So,
but did you know something that's minorly interesting about the Octa?
No.
It's the Defender is the official partner of the Oasis live tour of 2025. I don't understand that connection at all.
I don't know, maybe it comes with a free Parker, we're not sure.
No.
This is more news in the Defender, because the Octa was here last year. This is new, this is Defender Trophy limited edition, inspired by those Camel Trophy Defenders from gone by times. You can have it in this colour, which is called Sand Glow, which I'm pretty sure was an old British Leyland colour, or in Keswick Green, both with a sort of matte wrap on it. The one interesting thing, because I'm a dull man, is that it has these wheels. Remember when the new Defender came out, people got excited because you could have it with these really attractive steel wheels.
They were the only good looking wheels.
Really nice wheels. But they were quite small. You couldn't have them on the bigger engined cars because they wouldn't fit over the bigger brakes they had. They've now introduced the same look in a bigger 20-inch wheel that will go on all models. But that looks like a Steely. It's not.
It's alloy.
It's alloy. So they've cheated a little bit, but I think those look really, really good, and the rest of it, it's quite nice. Yeah. It's extra £5,000 if you want all of the gubbins that, the roof box, or the side box rather, the roof rack, the snorkel, all the stuff you need for going to Waitrose. It's a bit of an option. Probably everyone's going to have it.
Let's go down Shah.
Something new here in first glance, Alpine A390. They're sort of not really an SUV, crossover, meant to be a bit lower and smaller than similar cars from other makes to keep the weight down, relatively speaking.
I like it.
It's an EV, 3 motors, 464 horsepower from the most powerful one with 4-wheel drive, so quite nippy, I suppose.
There's a lot of A110 going on here.
There is,
Isn't
here
there?
And sort of down the body side. They've tried to make that link with the little sports car we love so much. But this is going to be a rival to the Porsche Macan EV, be about 60 to 70,000 pounds when it goes on sale later this year. That's all right, but this is fantastic. This is the A290 Rally. You know the A290, it's on sale now. Yeah. Sporty version of the brilliant Renault 5.
Yeah, this is going to be, this is built for competition. So yes, it's electric. It's got no more power than the original Alpine, but many other parts have been tweaked up. So it's got a stripped out interior, bucket seats, roll cage, some composites going on there. It's still, I think it's 217 horsepower.
217.
So it's got a limited slip diff. It's got larger brakes at the front, weirdly smaller brakes at the back.
But on the brake front, it's got a hydraulic handbrake, magic stick.
It's got a drift.
Proper rally car. So the reason it's got that and all these other changes is because Alpine's going to do a one-make rally series for these. You can take part, buy one of these for £52,000 plus the VAT, and you can enter that series.
Which is great.
It's got another change over the A290 is it has a speaker that's going to release rally car noises. Jonny, you're about to get run over there.
Oh, sorry.
It's going to make rally car noises for people in bobble hats watching the rally to entertain them.
The noises is a bit rubbish.
Yeah, not sure how that's going to go. However, my favourite bit, I think, is that this car has these Evo Corsa wheels that look like the speed lines on an old Delta Integrale, and that is just... Okay, should we keep
the fact they're doing a one-make
walking?
series is really exciting.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. So, we'll go past here.
So,
up here, there. Now, I've not long driven the Renault 4 on its launch, but this is the first time I've seen a right-hand drive one. The new Renault 4, so essentially it's based on the same floor pan, the same drivetrain as that, the all-conquering, everybody seems to like it, Renault 5. But the difference is this is a slightly longer car. It's got a bigger boot, even though the boot's pretty good on that. But it's got more legroom in the back, because legroom in the back for passengers in the 5 is an issue.
It's going.
But you can see it's clearly styled on the Renault 4, and I like it. The interior is identical to the Renault 5, which is cool because it is a good interior.
There's an e-Puma coming for you.
Sorry about that, e-Puma. But the thing about the Renault 4 is it's kind of like when Mini brought out the Clubman again.
Yeah.
And you wanted a more family-orientated version of the Mini 1, Mini Cooper thing.
Well, that's it, because I tried the back seat of a Renault 5 with some children, my own children, by the way, and they couldn't really fit when I had the driver's seat in my sort of freakishly leggy driving position. So the 4 answers that problem. Brilliant. Yeah. Coming up here, GR Yaris, we know that, it's been around for ages.
Yaris.
But GR Yaris Aero Performance. This is a new kit. Look at those vents on the front wing that release air from the wheel arches. Rear spoiler.
Spoiler's different, isn't it? I was just looking.
It's got slots in the rear bumper based on experience in Japanese domestic rallying, where, as far as I can work out, just once, a competitor's back bumper came off because of air build-up behind it. And they went into action straight away and went, we need slots. So they put slots in the back bumper. You can now have that on your GR Yaris. So it's got all these different aero changes. And I believe, like the excellent Alpine rally car down there, you can now have it with the magic bar, if that's your thing. And believe me, it is.
I love the GR Yaris. It's a great thing. This is the DBX S?
Yes, DBX S. So before there was the DBS and then the DBS 707, which had 707 horsepower. And that sounded like plenty, you might think, but Aston Martin disagree. So they've upped the power again. This supersedes the 707. S is back. You know, every so often Aston did Vantage S, Vanquish S. They're doing it again. Further down the line, there is the new Vantage S. This is DBX S. Red trim is one of the things that marks it out. Brass badges with red enamel in the middle, quite neat.
Okay.
They say that's jewellery, but I imagine if you gave it to your wife for an anniversary, she would say, what is this?
I want to talk about the car behind it. The Audi e-tron GT Quattro. Now, the thing about this car is it looks identical to the existing one, but this is the revised one. I don't think that's a problem because it's a really handsome looking car. It's based on the same underpinnings as the Porsche Taycan electric, so at 800 volts. This bad boy can do 380 to 386 miles on a charge. It's got a 105 kilowatt hour battery pack. Base model does 4 seconds to 62 with 584 PS. And starts at 88,000 quid with air suspension.
Coming up here is the new Porsche Cayenne EV. This is so new, it hasn't actually been announced yet. This is a prototype. You can tell it's got this wrap on it and various little bits of camouflage on the back lights and things. But they've brought this here because it is about to be announced this year. It's going to be driven up the hill. You can see there, that's Porsche's Formula E test driver. Earlier this week or last, she set a new course record for SUVs at the Shelsley-Walsh hill climb in that car there. Yeah. And then they lent it to my former colleague Richard Hammond, who towed an old car with it to show that it can tow 3,500 kilos, which is a lot for an SUV EV.
I hate to use the term game changer, but to be able to tug 3.5 tons is a big deal in this genre of car. But the spokesperson for Porsche chatted to us earlier and said, please be aware of the fact that we are not stopping production of the piston Cayenne. They're going to be made alongside this one because certain governments can be a bit crazy with their decisions.
Yes. We have to be flexible, he said. So we don't really know much else about this. No price, no power yet. It will be officially announced later this year, at which point it will be peeled like a banana to get rid of that camo wrap.
Yeah, let's move back here because there's a Bentley that I'd like to... How do you spell?
Can I do the thing?
How do you spell Bentley? Don't do it, Richard. Don't feed the beast. Don't feed the beast. Don't feed the beast. Right.
That's a Bentayga. You sort of know about Bentaygas. It's the speed version.
No, come here because you know what? This is the most powerful and fastest 4-door Bentley ever made. Full stop.
Sorry, there's a caveat in there. Did you say 4-door?
4-door.
Most powerful and fastest. I think I've angered this one.
Yeah, this one's getting throaty, but it's the most powerful. I can't even remember what the statement was.
Most powerful four-door Bentley ever made.
And it's the
fastest four-door as well.
Yeah, it's the Spur Speed.
Right.
Okay, so the new Spur Speed. So obviously the W12 engine's been laid to rest. Instead, twin turbo, 4-litre V8. This is a plug-in hybrid, and has I think a 27 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which means you can do about 50 miles EV only without starting the V8 up if you didn't want to.
Don't you hate it though when you have a really important event on, like Goodwood, you want to look your best, you wake up in the morning and you find you've got a spot. Nightmare.
It's
Get some cover up.
This is 771 horsepower. It'll do 0 to 62 in 3.5 seconds. And it's lovely in green, because green's having a massive renaissance. And I love green, it doesn't date. Oh, now, let's talk Denza, Rich.
Let's. What's Denza, Johnny?
Denza is a brand that you've probably not heard of. And it's, but you have probably heard of BYD, and it's the posh BYD, as
posh
you were saying.
BYD. Toyota has Lexus, Nissan has Infiniti. BYD, they've probably built a dealership in your town. They seem to be doing it everywhere at the moment.
Yeah.
Denza is posh BYD, and this is one of the cars that, as of next year, they'll probably be selling us. It's called the Z9 GT, or Z9, they seem to be saying.
Well,
which is fine. And it's a plug-in hybrid, or it's pure electric. Either way, you get 3 electric motors. If you have the pure electric one, it's got 953 horsepower, which last I checked was a lot. So that's kind of interesting.
The looks, it reminds me of a Taycan Sport Turismo that's played around a bit with a BYD Dolphin.
Sport Dolphin.
Sporty Dolphin. It's a big car too.
Yeah, you should know that it's bigger than an actual Dolphin. It's in fact almost as long as an S-Class, but to mitigate that, make it more manoeuvrable, it has 4-wheel steering and it can crab turn.
Yeah, which will ruin your tyres.
I think it'll ruin your tyres, but they say it's not that bad.
But listen, I always think of the Elvis song Return to Denza. If you're an old person, you'll know that song. But this B5 we must talk about. The B5
this is the other Denza that they've brought here. This, as you can see, is a big SUV. No kids, we already have a Defender at home. It's a ladder chassis as well, so it's a proper old school off-roader.
Yeah, and it's got a 1.5 turbocharged petrol engine with a plug-in hybrid assistance. It's more powerful than the Defender Octa. So the Octa, which has got 640
something, and this is 677.
Yeah.
In a ladder frame chassis. Interesting, but yeah, they'll be bringing these here, officially selling them, not in BYD showrooms. They'll actually be putting them in their whole separate showrooms. They're chucking money at this stuff, and you will be able to buy this car here at some point.
You know what? Everyone's comparing it to the Defender, but from a distance, to me, it's Land Rover, Land Cruiser.
It's a little sort of AliExpress Land Cruiser, isn't it?
Yeah. Impressive thing.
Okay, that's gone.
I feel lonely on this one.
Samira, on behalf of Lotus, please God, buy one.
The loudest thing you can hear is the TWR Naughty Cats.
Something
XJS Restomod. I'm not going to talk when we go past it because it's too loud. Am I the only person in the world who, when I drive a powerful car, I'm not interested in revving it?
I think you might be.
Yeah, I think I am.
Now that we can actually speak, that's the TWR Supercat. You've probably already seen it. Jaguar XJS Restomod, essentially, done in association with everybody's favourite tramp, Magnus Walker. And well, it was here last year, was it? But it wasn't running. It's now that show car is up and running. Its V12 is sounding nice.
This classic Range Rover next to you is a Lunas Restomod, so this is pure electric.
Tell me one interesting thing about this car.
This car has 375 horsepower. It's a car you can do everything with, uphill, down dale, through water, beautifully, completely re-engineered, in-house, from scratch.
I know it's rude to ask, but how much would this cost me approximately?
It depends on specification, but it starts around 400.
Okay, good. I'll get back to you.
And Lunas have also got behind the cars which they became quite well known for initially, which was taking old Rolls Royces, graceful large old Rolls Royces with quiet piston engines to the point where nobody knows the engine's running or not, and EV converting them. Controversial, but I think this is the sort of EV application which to me in a classic car does make sense. An engine which doesn't make itself known.
I can't hear a word you're saying because of that jack. But,
I know my ears really hurt.
but did you say that something like this, I feel like an EV conversion kind of suits it because it's supposed to be a calm and quiet car?
Yes,
I
you
think it'd be
never
rather nice.
hear it running anyway.
No,
so,
exactly. So,
and if you're going to be sitting in sweaty London/LA/Singapore traffic,
yeah. Well, one of your duties when you're the owner of a beautiful classic car like this is to use it as much as possible so other people can see it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if it's got an engine that still lets you into major cities, that's good, right?
Well,
that's good for other people. You're being kind to everyone else.
we've said it a lot on our little podcast and things. I think certain classic cars suit electric applications, and some of them definitely don't. Cars that are about the engine shouldn't really be converted, in my view. This, I think, works as an EV.
And we seem to have come to the end of the line with a car we've seen before, but it's always worth revisiting just because they're really nice. Alpine A110R, the spanked up version.
Yeah.
This is the A1R Ultimate, which isn't that the disgraced bra company?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. No.
Now, it turns out that not everything we wanted to look at was going up the hill in that last run, so we've come back to the first glance paddock to see some more interesting things, starting with this.
Yes, now you
No,
know.
I haven't finished yet. Okay.
Okay. This is the Ioniq 6N. You've probably heard of the Ioniq 5N. It's one of the only electric cars, I think, that seems to have been universally appraised and rewarded by hardcore piston people.
Yes.
Because it feels more sporty. It's not just outright speed in a straight line, it's agile, it's got these simulated gears.
Yep.
Well, this is the 6 version.
Okay.
So based upon the more slippery, lower, well, more efficient shape of the Ioniq 6. It's got that N Performance blue paint, it's got different aero, it's all-wheel drive. How many horses powers is it? 641, it's a 3-second to 60 car. However, because I know there's Teslas that are quicker than that, and this primary target of competition is really the Model 3 Performance.
Is it though?
Well, that car of that size with the amount of power and agility, it's not much that's competed with it for a long time.
But this isn't just turn the motor up and hope for the best, paint it blue, guys, we'll be fine. They've gone to town on this. There's a very cryptic reference in the blurb they sent out that says they've changed the suspension geometry.
Yeah.
You don't do that in an hour and then go for lunch. This is like a big re-engineering job.
Yeah.
Kind of want to get to the bottom of what they've been up to, but I don't think this is just like an Ioniq 5M with a different shell on it.
Well, all I know is it's got a 60mm wider track. It's got two 7.5/20 tyres at the front and the back, which is really wide for a tyre.
Yeah.
So it's obviously putting all that power to the ground. And the suspension guys at Kia and Hyundai, they are amazing. You know, they've stolen a lot of German talent, and they've really wound it up over the last few years. And the 5N is such an exciting car. You can't say it's a boring electric car because it just isn't.
Side note, that's the regular 6N. That's the one with some performance accessories on it. So it's got fruitier wheels, some carbon side skirts, different rear wing and all that. It's a thing they're doing, just in case you were wondering why there were two.
It'll probably have drift mode though, because the 5N's got drift mode.
It does have drift mode.
Yeah, they
checked.
Yeah.
All right, well that's that. Now let's go and look at this. Bovensiepen. It's a disease of cattle, makes their eyes all weepy. But now it's something else as well. Bit of backstory here. We know Alpine. They spent many years, since the 60s in fact, modifying BMWs with great success. In 2022, they were bought by BMW and they're sort of being wound down in their current form. There will be Alpinas in the future, but they'll come straight from BMW. But the founders of Alpine were the Bovensiepens. And now some members of that family have started afresh with this. It's called the Bovensiepen Zagato because the exterior style was done by the Italian design house Zagato. The whole body is new and it's all in carbon fibre. Underneath is an M4, but because there is Alpina blood running in these veins, they couldn't help but tweak the engine and the suspension. So it's up to 603 horsepower and there are new adaptive Bilstein dampers and bespoke 20-inch wheels there. It will take 250 hours to make one of these, and if you want the optional Italian leather interior, that's 150 hours alone and will involve 1.8 kilometres of thread.
Well, Bovensiepen have told us that they're going to be aiming this at collectors. This is probably going to be above 300,000 euros and only going to be in 3-digit number production, so it's very low production indeed. What's weird is Zagato is normally known for being a bit bonkers in the styling department, and the car that it usually bases it on, it's a bit more weird than that car.
And they always do the double bubble here, which is present and correct, so that's nice.
But what's bizarre is compared to BMW's current design language, this looks like a more restrained, classy version of a BMW.
It really does.
Yeah.
There is a new word for class and restraint, and it's Bovensiepen.
So, in the words of Florence and the Machine, we all have a Honda.
Yes.
And we actually do. Can't speak for everybody, and it's not an endorsement.
Not an endorsement. I have a Honda. He has 2 Hondas.
Yeah. But we don't have one of these.
No.
Now, this was seen last year, the Prelude concept last year here. Concept. But this is the Prelude prototype. And that means it's this close, I think, to being a production ready. It's a coupe. It's based on the current Civic with the e-HEV system. And Honda's design language right now is pleasantly understated, I would say.
This is, if you've seen it here at the Festival of Speed, I think it's on static display, the new Ferrari Amalfi for a fraction of the price in this nose. 181 horsepower, as Jonny says, hybrid system. But this, unlike the Civic it's based on, has this virtual paddle shift built into the CVT.
Yes.
The most heartening thing about that, or certainly the most promising thing when the production car finally arrives after Honda's protracted foreplay, is that the chief engineer of this car says it doesn't matter what the stats are and the on-paper stuff, it's the driving pleasure that counts. So hopefully this will be quite amusing. We'll find out.
Honda's big on the pleasure because they have been foreplaying this car for a long time, just like they did with the NSX.
Yes.
It's very drawn out.
Also from the Honda foreplay desk, this little fella.
Oh.
This is the Super EV concept. It's just sort of arrived from nowhere. They're not saying much about it, but my spidey sense tells me this is a Honda N1 K car from Japan. But to make it a bit wider and longer, an outside K car dimension rules, they've added some flared arches, longer bumpers, and it's now electric, where the N1 in Japan is a petrol 3-cylinder.
Yeah.
And I think they're saying they've brought this over here to sort of whet our appetites for the next generation of small Honda electric car. And on the sign there, they're making some big claims about how it has to be fun to drive as well as having usability. Quite promising, I think. They've been testing it in the real world in this country. We know this because I've seen a photo of it just plugged into a public car park charger in, I think, Basingstoke. So this thing's out and about and they're testing it.
This really excites me because the Honda E was discontinued and it was a wonderful car, but it was flawed, and this is maybe the spiritual successor to that. And with those boxy arches and those, I think they're Ray's forged wheels, there's a bit of Honda City Turbo about it from off of the 80s.
Yes.
And I've got no issue with that at all.
No, me neither.
No.
So there we go. I think probably by Festival Speed this time next year, hopefully Honda will have got to the next stage and taken its clothes off. But
I hope so.
That's it for us from first glance. But we'll be back doing something else, I'm sure, on the Goodwood channel very soon. Bye.
Thanks, bye.